Hayley Mills, born on April 18, 1946, in London, grew up surrounded by the world of theater. Her father, Sir John Mills, was a celebrated actor, and her mother, Mary Hayley Bell, was a playwright. Raised in an artistic family, Hayley was introduced to acting at an early age. Despite the privilege of being surrounded by the stage lights, her childhood was far from conventional. She spent part of her early years in a family farm environment and the other part at a strict boarding school. This duality shaped her early personality, where she was often described as both fragile and resilient. Hayley's early years were marked by emotional struggles, including a traumatic experience at school. Still, these formative years laid the foundation for the young girl who would become one of Hollywood's brightest stars. The unexpected start of a career. Hayley Mills' entry into the film industry was almost accidental. At just 12 years old, she made her film debut in Tiger Bay, 1959, a British independent film that introduced her natural emotional sensitivity to the world. The film was a small project, and Hayley herself was simply enjoying the opportunity to work alongside her father, not realizing it would change the course of her life. It was only when a print of Tiger Bay made its way to Walt Disney that her career began to take off. Walt Disney was immediately struck by Hayley's performance, telling his team to find the girl who had captured his attention. What followed was an invitation to meet Disney himself, which was the beginning of Hayley's fairy tale in Hollywood. The Disney connection. Hayley Mills had no idea who Walt Disney was when she first met him. To the young girl, Disney was just a kind and gentle man, a far cry from the Hollywood mogul the world knew. She recalled her first meeting with Disney in London as one of the most memorable auditions of her life. It wasn't filled with grandeur, but warmth and simplicity. Disney even wrote a letter to Hayley's mother, thanking her for sharing such a rare talent with the world, a gesture that would become an enduring reminder of their first meeting. Disney offered her a 7-picture deal, propelling Hayley from the quiet English countryside to the dazzling lights of Hollywood. Her first major role in Pollyanna, 1960, made her an international sensation. Becoming America's sweetheart, Hayley Mills' role in Pollyanna, 1960, transformed her from a shy, self-conscious 14-year-old into the beloved face of Disney. The film's success was unexpected, and its global impact catapulted Hayley to fame. Walt Disney's presence on set, always hovering nearby, gave Hayley a sense of comfort and protection. Disney made sure to create a warm environment for the young actress, and his support was a significant factor in her success. As the film's young star, Hayley received accolades, including the Academy Juvenile Award and a Golden Globe. Yet despite her rising fame, she remained remarkably shy, even embarrassed about her own performances. Disney had to offer gentle encouragement to help her come out of her shell. The Parent Trap and Rising Stardom. A year after Pollyanna, Hayley Mills took on a daring role in The Parent Trap, 1961, where she played both twins, Susan and Sharon, who have contrasting personalities. The role required Hayley to perform opposite herself in scenes that demanded precision and natural chemistry. The success of the film solidified her as one of Disney's biggest stars. Not only did The Parent Trap become one of Disney's highest-grossing films of the decade, but it also led to an unlikely chart-topping song, Let's Get Together, a hit that reached the Billboard Top 10. This success marked Hayley's transformation from Disney's Golden Girl to a true global star. She was no longer just a child star. She was a bona fide talent who could carry a major film. The Family Way, Hayley Mills grows up. In 1966, Hayley Mills made a bold decision to step away from the Disney image and take on a more mature role in The Family Way, 1966. In this film, she portrayed a young woman facing the complexities of marriage and emotional struggles. The film was a departure from the innocent roles she had been known for and shocked both the public and the critics. Hayley's performance was praised for its emotional depth, signaling the beginning of her transition from a child star to a serious actress. This move was not without controversy, as many of her fans found it difficult to accept her new image. However, for Hayley, The Family Way marked a pivotal moment in her career, one where she began to shed the expectations of Disney and embrace more mature, complex roles. The age gap romance with Roy Boulting. In 1966, as Hayley Mills' career took a more serious turn, her personal life also began to shift. At 20, she met Roy Boulting, a renowned British filmmaker who was 33 years older than her. Their relationship caused a stir in the press, largely due to the significant age gap. Many critics and fans found it difficult to accept that the once perfect Disney princess had fallen in love with a man who was older than her father. The public scrutiny was intense, with many seeing their relationship as scandalous. However, for Hayley, the relationship with Roy was one of intellectual connection and mutual respect. She loved him for his intelligence, sensitivity, and understanding, qualities she had not found in her public life. Despite the controversy, Hayley and Roy's relationship continued to grow, leading to their eventual marriage in 1971. Marriage and a new chapter. Hayley Mills' marriage to Roy Boulting in 1971 was a quiet affair, far removed from the media frenzy that surrounded their relationship. Their union marked the beginning of a new chapter for Hayley. No longer the Disney princess, she embraced a more private, independent life with Roy. The couple settled in London, where they created a peaceful home away from the pressures of Hollywood. Their Chelsea apartment became a gathering place for writers, artists, and intellectuals, a place where Hayley could finally be seen as a grown woman, not just a child star. The quiet refugee they created allowed Hayley to explore a new phase of her life, one where she could step away from the limelight and embrace a more authentic existence. Hayley Mills, a Hollywood legend. Throughout the years, Hayley Mills continued to work in television, independent films, and theater. Though her career in Hollywood was no longer as high profile, she remained a respected figure in the entertainment industry. In 2000, Disney awarded her the Disney Legends Award, recognizing her significant contributions to the studio's golden age. This honor was a beautiful closure to the circle that began with Walt Disney's discovery of the young girl in Tiger Bay. Hayley Mills had long since shed the image of the innocent Disney child, instead becoming a mature, respected artist. She had evolved from the girl who captured the hearts of millions to a woman who proved that true success takes more than just a golden childhood. It takes a lifetime of dedication and resilience.